Yes, father confirm, it's your boy Foxy P in the building. I like your boy. The chopper of Diamond, the fryer of plantain. Yes, 1995, 1999 Gidigbo champion. First Igbo governor of Lagos State. Baba say yes, he can say yes, we fit. Yes, father confirm. Yes, father confirm. It's your tout Foxy P in the building. I like your boy, chopper of Diamond, the fryer of plantain. Chilling right here on the set of Africa Today show. Ginger. Today's Thursday, April 7th, the day of our Lord 2016. And I'm coming to you heavy from Baltimore, Maryland. That's right, it's true. I want to appreciate you guys, first of all, for the responses you guys gave me, the support you gave me and my family during this trying period. The last video, excellent comments. Thank you guys so much. Very supportive. I appreciate you not that. Now, I want to say this before I jump in. This episode is going to be on Facebook. All those people on Facebook that say, Foxy P, you don't do Africa Today show no more. It's on YouTube. YouTube.com/Africa Today show. Go there and watch it. Facebook said we cannot put any video over 20 minutes. I myself, when I start yelling, I can get on a roll. I can start talking when the thing doesn't be moving. It's like when you order bread and then I decide to put sardine on top. You can't tell the woman stop. No, it's a blessing from God. When it enters my brain, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I just be heading that direction like Molu on Express. Confirm. Talking about Molu on Express, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting the news in Nigeria that the Federal Road Safety Commission has come out with a new law, a new directive. They say they want to put a speed limiting device on every single motor. They say they want to do this to control all the speeding and all the over racing that people be doing, all the accidents that be occurring. Now, it might make sense, but that right there is a military mentality. That right there is a controlling mentality that you yourself, your machine will be limited. Now, don't get me wrong. It's something that's been done in the Western world. A lot of cars these days, they can go over 100, 200, 300 miles per hour self, but there's this limiting thing on the engine that makes the engine not to do too much. So you can be matching. It will match to a level where it does be like, that's the car telling you that, bros, easy. You won't keep saying confirm. But that speed limit is pretty far. You have to go past like 160 miles per hour, which might be almost like 300 kilometers per hour. But they want to put a speed limiting device. I don't like that idea. Number one, what if the person is in an emergency situation? What if thief is pursuing them? Like my parents had their situation recently. What if you now want to march? Say you're driving a Ferrari Testarossa, of which you should not even have that kind of motor in Nigeria. So let me just say you're driving a 504 station wagon and you just want to march it because thief are pursuing you. What if it's an emergency situation? Your father has an attack. Oh! Elizabeth, I'm coming to you. And you now have to rush into a hospital knowing fully well that we have no emergency ambulance. There's nothing. You're not going to call nobody to come get you from the house. So you yourself have to be your own ambulance. And you want to push it to go and save your father alive. And you now start entering the car and you're mashing it. And it doesn't because of a speed limiter that's on that car. Of which, if you think about this thing, armed robbers are not going to put that speed limiter on their car. It's just a device that can be removed. And then they're telling me that the price is actually prohibitive. The price is 35,000 naira each. So transmitters are saying that, look, we cannot even afford this thing to put it in each of our cars. So why do you want to do it to us? Federal Road Safety, let me give you a hint. There's something that's called radar detector that you can be using. You shoot it at the car, it tells you the speed the car is going. Based on the fastness, you pursue it, you arrest them, you give them tickets, or you impound the car. Why don't you try that? Of which I know what you people are going to do. You people will still go to China and go and look for old radar gun that they were using in 1984 Olympic and go and pick that thing out and come and buy it and bring it into the country. But that's an option. Talking about options, we're getting news from Egypt that my main man Messi got into some situation right there. What did he do? Messi from Barcelona that be showing people deadly skis. Confirm. He was being interviewed by an Egyptian channel, and what did he do? He said, you know what? To show my love for the Egypt people, here's my soccer boot. Take it, go and auction it, and use the money and do this for the children. Now, the guy thought that he did something good. That's why he now jumped on Twitter, of which you can follow me on Twitter, the Fox himself. See wahala. People were losing their mind. That Messi, that son of a dog, that son of a ram, that son of a sheep. He's the one that didn't come and give us shoe. This guy did not know it. In the Arab world, it's disrespectful for you to give anybody your shoes. Which is why, if you remember that time that George Bush went to Iraq, somebody now stole him shoe. They did him like mango. Yeah. So in that kind of situation, they say it's wrong. You should not give anybody your shoe. Now the guy did not know. The people that collected the shoe for the Egyptian channel, they themselves did not tell him that it was wrong. And I love one of the Egyptian soccer players. He came on Twitter and said, look, a writer, his biggest possession, his most prized possession is his pen. So Messi, that be writing all kinds of things with his leg, his biggest possession is his boot. So you should not feel bad when he's giving you the boot. Talking about people that are feeling bad, I'm getting the news there in Nigeria. An SS2 student was recently flogged. Now I know what you are thinking. You're like, so they flog a secondary school student. Where's the news there? Hold on, now let me land. Let me drink the paracetamol before I start complaining about my headache. Ladies and gentlemen, they flogged the Pekin. But I'm hearing that they are pressing charges against the VP, the vice principal of that school, and the teachers that flogged the Pekin. And I was very surprised. I said, is it the matter of the flogging? I said, yeah, the flogging was, over 20-something strokes. And I'm like, is it now outlawed to be flogging children in Nigeria? Because they're trying to use some child abuse act on top of these people. Now, don't get me wrong, some people flog to the extent that you'll be looking at them that, okay. I also said unborn. This one way they flog another person picking. I've been in schools before when I was in secondary school. When they flog the living daylight out of you as a similar like this, I cannot even walk under a tree with more than 2 branches. I'll be getting flashback, post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm like, It'd be disturbing me. One of my boys, I'm not going to say his name, we'll go through, you know yourself. This boy is semi-castrated. What happened to him? You know what child will say, lie down flat. He lie down flat on top of desk. Mr. Dixon is who used cane. I was flogging him. Did not know that one of the boys in Poramo, one of his balls in his scrotum sack was hanging low, was being behind. As the boy lie down flat on the table, what did he do? He used the cane. Wire! The third one like this, that's why he just went and tap the tip. Ow! But thank God, Gochu has born 2 children now, so apparently he didn't clear any of his situation. Hopefully those children are his by God's grace. Did I say it on Instagram? Did I say it on YouTube? Man, I'm not vexed, I beg. Now my boy. But yes, they almost cannibalized my boy balls because of flogging. I get one of my boys from secondary school too. When they flog for assembly, and assembly, they won't flog you for assembly, announce your name, you come outside, you stand where you're ready to chest that cane. Nothing there, nothing there. But anything we know that in a voucher. Now this guy, that 25 stroke they won't give him. When they reach 24, this guy's been chesting everything. When they just reach that 24, when I read that 24 like this, and so the guy just give up the ghost. Oh, liver just leave him. I say liver like that, so the guy just take off. Pia. This guy is scale fence, take off. That was the last time we ever saw that boy in the school. After 5 years of secondary school, when I saw him after graduation and everything, I saw him one day we does a chill, boys just enjoy ourselves for angle. I said, my guy, it's one way you just take off, you don't even come back to school. He said, no, say in your own liver fail. Say when the thing fail, I can't look, say, wait till again I did this school for. I said, but you had only 1 stroke to go. He said that's what pained him the most. So my question is this: have they banned flogging in school? Getting mixed signals. Because if you're pressing charges and saying based on child abuse, teachers should not flog, it should be out there, it should be put out there. So that's the first question for today's episode. Should flogging be banned in Nigerian schools? Knowing fully well that here in America, you can't flog any Pekin. You can't even flog your own Pekin. Not talk about another person Pekin. Try it. Now that's the day you're going to sleep inside say. And these children, they grow up pretty okay, except that tomorrow they'll carry gun and want to go and shoot all the other schoolmates. So is it time for us to say no more flogging in Nigerian schools? How would it have been for you if you went through school without flogging? I myself know that I'm not an animal. I think that flogging thing is from just brought down to us from all that colonial mentalism of somebody using hand. Well, you're not an animal. Why are they flogging you? Why should somebody be correcting you like that? Maybe it's the military rule. Who knows? I don't know. But that's the first question for you guys. Think about that one. This next thing I'm going to talk about now is about pensions. So I want you to drink ice water. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are happy and you know it, clap your hand. I like that. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. Oh! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to do something really important. I want you to fuck it with me right now. Please do that. Indulge me for 2 seconds as we go over the craziness that I just discovered. Something I've known about for a while now. But the significance never really hit me as hard as it hit me today. I felt like someone that just woke up in the morning and then they fetched half of River Niger and poured it in the person's face. And I said to myself, you know what? This is wild. This is wild. And how wild this thing is. There's how corruption can enter into a people or into a government where it becomes legal. Let me break it down. You can be so corrupt as a nation that it permeates your entire being. It now starts to make its way into law. There will be things in the law books that will be right there that will say, yes, this thing is legal, whereas it is not. That's what we're seeing in Nigeria today. Let me break it down to you. So in 2011, we had a rash of changes. A lot of things happened, in terms of, people in power. A lot of the governors had served their ATS or their 2 terms, and they were about to now move on. So the idea came up of pensions. Now, what is a pension? A pension is something that you pay a person that has worked for you for a certain amount of time. Some companies have 15 years, some say 30 years. This year is almost like 30 or 40 years. Most companies don't even have pensions anymore. The idea is that, look, you gave me all of your time, or you gave me a significant amount of your adult working years. So from the time that you've done that 30 years, when you're now in your 60s, up on the time when you die, we'll be giving you certain amount of money. Now, if you look at the civil service or look at companies, what they usually do, if you've worked with them for 30 years or 40 years, they can be giving you like 50% of how much you were making when you finally left the company. So say, for instance, if you're leaving the company and you're pulling like, I don't even know, 100,000 a month, when you now leave, when you're retired, they'll be giving you 50,000 every month. That's a pension. It's a pension plan. It's a retention plan. It's something that they do to honor the people that have given them that much time. Good. Military does the same thing. If you're a career military officer, you are there 20 years, 30 years. When you do retire, to be able to show you that we appreciate you, we give you pension to take care of yourself, knowing fully well that you've given us the best time of your life, when you can be there earning so much money. You could have been out there earning a lot of money. You gave it to us. So what can we do now in your time of rest, your time of retirement? We will provide for you. The pension usually comes with payment. It also comes with a house, so they can give you some kind of money to take care of your rent, or give you money to take care of your mortgage. They can also take care of your healthcare bills. They'll take care of your healthcare bills, and if your children are still in school, take care of them. Things along those nature, things along those ways to make sure that you're comfortable. Are you with me now? Thank you. God bless. So if a pension is there and it's supposed to be paid for somebody who has worked for you for a significant amount of time and they are retiring, most companies have that rule in place. They'll tell you that if you have retired and you're collecting pension from us, you cannot go out and get a full-time job again, because at that point you're not tired. You cannot retire when you're not tired. Please hold all these things. Don't put inside those pockets. Putting all these points inside your pocket, back pocket, call your cousin. Ishama, come on, hold this one for me, put inside your pocket too. Keep all these points inside your pocket because I'm about to land. In 2011, a lot of states started something that was so crazy, so obscene. Looking at it now, I'm like, how did it even happen? In 2011, almost 31 states in Nigeria started to pay pensions to governors that were leaving office. Ow! I don't think people heard me. Governor. Someone that came in through political office that they voted for. You served your term, your tenure. It could have been 1 term, it could have been 2 terms. Once a person leaves office, the person is now entitled to pension, of which the pension is actually the same rate that you're paying whoever is the incumbent governor for life. For life, ladies and gentlemen. So whatever you were making at that point, we're not saying that we're going to pay you that. We're not saying that. No, we're going to say even 10, 15, 20 years from now, after you become governor and you've left office, whatever it is that we're paying that governor at that point in time, you yourself can be collecting it. Come on now, is that not armed robbery? Is that not craziness? Does that make any sense to anybody? The governor, the deputy governor be collecting pension? Pension for what? My nigga, why are you collecting pension? You've served as a governor. Most governors are in their 40s or their 50s or their 60s. They're not time for retire. Why are you what is your pension for? Help me understand. Are you dead? You know, we talked about this thing before on Africa Today Show, where we say one of the things that's happening in Nigeria is that we have, because our democracy has not matured yet, it's still relatively young. The only people that can run for office are people that are wealthy, people that have already done big things. That's one of the reasons why I say they should not even be paying salary to governors. or people in office. Pay them small money. Let that not be your incentive, because guess what? These guys, they don't even care. That's one of the reasons why they don't even care when teachers and other civil servants in their state are not getting paid, because they themselves are not looking to their paycheck to survive. So if you're not caring about your paycheck, why even give you anything? You have a lot of countries, so they go to Uruguay, the president doesn't even collect salary. They don't even know when the paycheck hits. So why does he even care? Donald Trump has said it that if he enters there, he doesn't even want salary. So people who run for political office in Nigeria, more often than not, are ridiculously wealthy. So you don't even need a salary. But if they're not paying salary, which quite alright, you deserve. Even though you guys don't do any work, you deserve. Why is it that when you now leave office, you get a pension? And why is that pension equal to the same amount that whoever is now in office at that point in time is getting paid? Do you understand the level of corruption here, ladies and gentlemen? You've taken something. Instead of it to even say, okay, I'm entitled to be collecting 50% of the last paycheck that I collected. No. Instead of it to say, I'm entitled to collect 100% of exactly what I was collecting. No. They now did that corruption and put asterisks on top. Can you imagine the balls, the guts that these people have? They put it in play that even though 30 years from now, after I've stopped being a governor, I still want to be chopping the pension. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If it's just the money, for the pension, that will just be easy. But hold on, now we're going to break it down to you guys. You know, every single time on Africa Today show, I usually speak up the top. But because this one is something about information, I have to make sure that people are getting information. Sweet, straight. Give me a second now. So, the governor of Lagos State, or any future governor of Lagos State, of which now the only person that's collecting this kind of pension right now is Babatunde Fashola. So let's go with him now. He's collecting an annual basic salary of 2.2 million naira. That's nothing. Who cares? He's also getting accommodation. Now this accommodation, he's entitled to 2 homes. One residential home in Abuja and one in Lagos State. Confirmed. He's entitled to 6 cars. These cars are what? 3 cars, 1 pilot's car, and 2 backup cars. I don't know what a pilot's car is. Maybe you can help me. Is that a plane? Is that a jet? Who knows? He's entitled to furniture. Furniture he should be getting is 300% of his annual basic salary. You guys can be doing the math. Of which that annual basic salary is at 2.2 million, and he should be getting the furniture allowance once every 2 years to be able to change his house. Confirmed. The house maintenance is 10% of his annual salary. His domestic staff that he's entitled to, he should have a cook, a steward, a gardener, other staff who shall also be pensionable. So they're going to earn this money for life till they die. He should also have medical. He has free for himself and for his entire family, which should also include any kind of medical checkup he wants to go and do abroad. He's also entitled to security. 2 SSS detail, 8 policemen, and 1 female officer is entitled to. He also has a personal assistant who is going to be paid at least 25% of his annual pay. He also has car maintenance, 30% of his annual pay. And he has drivers for each of those cars, including that pilot's car. Confirmed. Now, this is crazy. This is for life. This is law. But that one is not going to scatter your head, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on now. Bear with me. I'm going to take you. We're going to stay in Yoruba land, but let's go to Kwara State. Come on now. Kwara State is very similar to what they have in Lagos State. The governor is entitled to, after this is a part of his pension, 3 new cars every 3 years. Confirmed. That's very nice. He's also entitled to a well-furnished duplex. They said specifically it has to be a duplex. Confirmed. It should be at least 5 bedroom, whereas the deputy governor should have at least 4 bedroom. Come on now. Transportation, we already said 3 cars, 2 cars and 1 pilot car for every 3 years for the governor, 1 car and 1 pilot car for every 3 years for the deputy. Furniture is 300% of your annual basic salary every 4 years. House maintenance, 10% of your annual basic salary. Domestic staff, he has a cook, steward, gardener, and other domestic staff. There's no limit to the number. You can choose how many house girl you want. Government will pay for it. It's a pension. Who cares? Utility, 20% of your annual basic salary. And you still get 30 days paid vacation. 30 days paid vacation out of the country when you want to move out and just go and soiree. Woo! This joint is wild. This is unconscionable. This is so wrong on such a level. I don't even know how this can be right. Why is it that governors are entitled to pension, and they are collecting a pension. And you know the one thing that will scatter your head is when you now realize that the Lagos State governor that we're talking about, Babatunde Fashola, where is he now? Is he retired? No. Where is he? He's still in government right now. Minister of Works, Housing, and no power, because there's no power going on right now in Nigeria. We just heard the news that we broke a record. This last week, Nigeria broke a record. The first time since independence where we generated 0 megawatts in all of the generating plants. All in the whole country. Just put it together. All did not generate one. This thing I'm doing here, I'm generating more power now than all the Nigerian generating plants for 2 straight hours last week. Yeah, it happened. So there's no work being done there, sir. Much pleasure to you, sir. Yeah. Now, Kwara State, that we're hearing all these things, that they have 3 cars, and you have this annual vacation and medical checkup every year that's being paid for through your pension, and you're still collecting this paycheck and everything. Where is that governor? That's Bukola Saraki. Where is he now? He's the president of the Senate. And guess what? Guess what he did for himself? He found himself another job in Nigerian politics where there is another pension. You didn't know that? Ha! There's pension. There's pension. In 2015, they voted in and said the Speaker of the House, President of the Senate, Deputy Speaker, all these positions, if you've ever collected it once in your life, going forward, you have pension. 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 Let's go. Pension. Pension. Let's go. Pension. Pension. Christmas has come already for these animals. Pension. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? While Saraki was governor, he put in a law, Kule, to make sure that when he leaves office, he gonna be good. But he did not know that God was gonna bless him to enter inside another office that has another pension. So now, he's sitting down in a position where he can be chopping once he leaves the Senate presidency. Or we just say he wants to make the power play into becoming president, but who knows if that's going to work out. You had the Mossack Fonseca thing, the Panama Papers, that named him and his people in there. So who knows what might happen. He doesn't have the trustworthiness that's dealing with all these crazy Tinubu people. So who knows what might happen. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he's in a position where he's going to eat another pension. And you might be asking the question, when he leaves the Senate presidency, which pension is he gonna collect? Well, I'll tell you this right now. He gonna collect the 2. He will collect the both. Yeah. Why? Nigerian government, they say that you should not collect pension from 2 positions. But we have precedents, and anyway you have precedents, you tell me how it's gonna be. If you want to tell me how somebody's gonna act in the future, I can look at how they acted in the past, and I will help you out. There's a man. Whenever people see him, people are calling him by his name. Mark, Senator Mark. Mark from Benin State. Mark, Senator Mark. He's not your mate. I'll tell you why. He's a general in the Nigerian army. Retired. You didn't know that, did you? He's a retired army general. When he was in the army, he retired as a general. So what did he get? Pension! 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 And then what happened when he left the military? He came into politics. And what did he do? He became Senate president. What did they give him? Pension! Pension! And guess what? Guess what? He's been collecting the 2 pension. Hey! The 2 pension. Why? Why are we paying pension? People that are not retired. What is it about being in a political office that entitles you to pension? Yes, you might look at a president and say, you know what, you should be receiving pension for the rest of your life. It makes sense. At that point, you've achieved the pinnacle. The greatest political office that could ever be achieved. I think it's okay. But every governor, people that are entering office, either by killing each other or cutting people's neck or doing juju, why are we giving you pension? This right here is the root of Nigerian politics. This is when you start to understand corruption. Because these guys, the only reason why they put in those laws to make sure that they can collect that pension is because they themselves know that the economy is not strong. They know that all that money that they stole while they were in power is going to go away. It can never be reinvested because the economy is not strong enough. You can go and put it in a foreign bank. Tomorrow, you hear that foreign bank, the country will just say, hey, you know what, from now on, all the money that has been put inside this bank, by illegal means, we're going to have to keep it because we don't support illegal behavior. And boom, money gone. Money gone. It happens so many times. If you gotta look into the history of people like Noriega, who was in charge of the country, and before then all these illegal countries and all these kind of drug dealers were putting their money into Panama banks. And one day the guy just woke up and said, you know what? All this money right there, yeah. You people got it from illegal means. We don't support illegality yet. It's my own now. That was the end. Chop and claim out. Boop. Throw away key. That was it. So ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these guys, the reason why they put these laws in is because they themselves know that the largesse will end. They themselves know that the economy cannot even keep them buoyant. They know that they cannot reinvest their stolen wealth. So they have to do what? Instead of saving for a rainy day, they have to put something in motion for a rainy day. So what do? They make sure that they're going to be paid forever. That's a dividend that's going to keep paying forever. And what's my suggestion? I think our president, Buhari, should come in and say, you know what? Let's stop this pension. I think he should do that. But wait. When he was running for election, 2015, he said it though. That when he comes into power, he will take away pension. Bros, why never come out? So that's the question for you guys. Why have the pension not been commuted? I want to appreciate everybody for watching this show. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, The Fox himself. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, The Fox himself. Snapchat, Comedian Foxy P. You guys are amazing. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and let people know about our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Africa Today Show. And we're also on Facebook, facebook.com/Africa Today Show. Let the people know, man. I hope this thing will end after 20 minutes, but if it doesn't, I will say chop, 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 chop. You know how we do now. Appreciate and I die. God bless you. Ginger.